Alright folks, I think I've figured something out, and this may be helpful. I went into Unity and I just have to show you what I did. I'm a little doggy. It's Monty Python. So there's this folder called Patel College, and it has a prefab of landscape that I created. And the way that I did it, because I'm going to delete it here and show you. Okay. I can't undo it. Alright. That's my prefab folder. So I had this Blender file folder, and I brought in USF, and I took USF and I dragged it onto the screen like this, and I had USF. That's what I had in Blender, right? So in Blender I had created, oopsie, in Blender I had can't seem to grab it. In Blender I'd created this using the Blender GIS, and it had the buildings on it, including the Patel. And I had just saved it as a blend, and then I'd pulled that blend into here, and then I'd also captured the image and mapped that onto it like that. So I had this. That was great. And then I put a tree in the landscape, and I also could have put some other stuff, but yeah, you know, I have in here some example assets, and I've got the nature starter kit, so I could even do that. I can take nature and maybe put a couple of bushes in here as well. So there's a bush that I can put in there, and put another bush maybe on the other side. And look at those, they're way up in the air right now, so they both have to come down in Y to 0, and this one has to come in Y to 0, and then their positions are really messed up right now. So that bush, if I go and look at it, is like way off in some other Netherlands, so it's got to be an X near the USF square. So what you tend to do here is, you know, move stuff to 0, 0, and then you'll be able to find it easier because you've centered your world. So now go to it, and they're all at the same position, but where the heck is my landscape? Where did my landscape go? So, oh, there's my landscape. It's not set to 0, 0, so let's set that to 0, 0, 0. And zoom in on that, and come on in. And the bushes then are in various positions, close to 0, 0, and so if we zoom in on that bush, it's not quite in the right place, but it's getting there. So then you can scale that bush up a little bit, and it's still not quite in the right position. So, but that's neither here nor there. We can move this up and get that bush to be on the landscape somewhere and make it a bit bigger. There we go. Getting that bush a bit bigger, and the other bush is over somewhere. There it is over there, and so we need to move that over to the front of the building and bring it down and move it to the front of the building. It's just thinking in VR space is kind of weird. So move that over the building and move it down to the ground. But that's sort of the point of it. So we can get that bush there, and we can grow that bush a little bit. All right. All right, so we've got some bushes in here, and we've got the landscape. So you can take all of that and you can make it into a prefab through, let me just save this, through the AltspaceVR build settings window. And so here I've made a kit called Patel College, and I've got a kit asset named landscape, and by selecting everything in here and then telling it to convert the game objects that I've selected to kit prefab, it will make a kit prefab out of it, and it creates a kit asset. And then I can load the kits that I have, and I put it in USF kit, and I tell it to build what's in the Patel College folder. And I have to make sure, first of all, that it got into the Patel College folder. And so I look at prefabs. Where are prefabs in here? There they are, prefabs. And I have a Patel College folder, and it has the landscape, and it has those two bushes. And it has screenshots of them. So that's what I've created in there. And those, I'm going to upload what's in Patel College to the USF kit, which is in AltspaceVR. So I go like that, and hopefully it will do it. Yes, it's doing it. All right. And ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. And the thing you have to make absolutely sure of is that there's no cameras in there, because cameras will really mess you up. Then I go into AltSpace, and I've done it once, so you can see that I'm in AltSpace. Yeah, you can see it. And I'm moving around, and the thing is, I don't yet have, I have the tree, but I don't yet have, and there's the solar hot water kit, but that's another kit. So I'm going to get rid of that, get rid of the landscape. Now, boom, I'm just into what they call a skybox. And I'll show you that in AltSpace there are various skyboxes, and I can pick any one I want. Let's pick City 1 this time. So there's a city. Oh, that's going to be weird to put Patel sort of on the ocean there. So let's go and put Patel into, let's put Patel on Mars. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great place for Patel, right on the real image of Mars. Then go to My Kits, and I've got this USF kit, and in there I have the landscape. And I got a couple of them. So I'm going to take this landscape, Landscape 01, and I'm going to click on it, and something's supposed to happen here. And it didn't. Great. I can click on this landscape, and that one comes in. So there's the landscape. But that's the older landscape. Kind of strange. Landscape 1 apparently hasn't rendered or something yet. What about the bushes? No, they haven't either. So they'll come in some other time. Isn't that interesting? Right now, they're not coming in. So all I have is landscape. This one here to worry about. And I can come into that landscape, and I can edit it like that. And I can tell it, you know what, I want you to be at 0y, and I want you to be at x0, and I want you to be at z0, just like we had in Unity. And the rotation, I don't want any rotation. I want that to be 0, and that to be 0, and that to be 0. And then I want the scale to be 1. And I want to confirm that. And lo and behold, boom! Now Patel is on Mars. But what's a little weird about that is that it's way below me. Oh, I'm going to fall. So I will go back into the edit and bring it up a little bit in Y. Maybe bring it to 12. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's a bit better. Maybe bring it a little higher. So I'm actually standing on the ground. Let's bring it up to 14. Let's try 14. Yes, that's better. So now you can see I'm on USF, and I can sort of move around toward the campus. I'm going to close that. And it seems like, and there's the tree, but the bushes didn't come in, and the solar panel didn't come in, although if I go like this and I go back to My Kits, I have a solar hot water system in Patel Assets there, and that comes in because it processed or whatever. So I'd have to actually bring that solar hot water panel to the roof, and I've got to figure out a way to fly to get there. But I can come in here, and I can add several solar hot water panels and begin to place them on the landscape. And that's, I don't think this one is going to come in. No, that one never came in. There was a problem with that. But that was because I saved it as a Collada DEM file, and this is object file. So you're basically seeing that little by little, once these things get processed, then you'll be able to use them as assets in your kit, and then you'll be able to walk around and place them in places like on the Patel College, and then you can sort of jump around and even at some point we'll make stairs and ladders and go up to the roof, or we'll put the solar panels where they actually belong. Because right now, as you can see, we've lost the solar panels. They're somewhere around here. There they are. They're way over there. And they're still being edited. And when you go into World Editor and you click out of edit mode, then you have a solar panel that's sort of in its place, but you can't move it about. So yes, we can model, and we can move, and we can, it appears, using the kit function, we can begin to build our neighborhoods in AltspaceVR. So success, 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 and that means we can go home now because we have achieved what we set out to achieve, more or less. The last thing that I have to do is just make sure that in my world, when I go to info, no, not in my world, go back. When I go to settings, I need to make sure that I can fly, like so. And if I can fly, then what it means is I should be able to grab this. I need to go back to edit. I should be able to grab this. Hold on. You can grab it with what? With here? Yes, grab this. And now, if I look, oh no, if I look up and move, can I fly? Am I flying? Am I flying? Yes, I am. I'm flying. I'm flying. I'm flying. Yay. I'm getting up above. I believe I can fly. Going up into the trees. I'm going up. I'm going up. There's got to be a faster way to fly than this, but this is going to let me go to the Patel College. And oops. I guess the teleporting. I wish I could grab it with this. I can't grab it with this hand. I wish I, because the teleporting is like you can't. You can't teleport. I gotta teleport, I gotta fly, I gotta get to the roof to put it, and it's like driving me nuts. But one of these days we would get there and we'd place this solar panel. We're almost there, look at that. If I could walk there, it'd be much better. Just getting to the roof is crazy. It takes so long, and I can't get there like that. I really should be on the roof and conjure one of these up. You know, maybe what I should do is I should just beam. Can I beam over? No, I can't. Yes, oh no, but I'm beaming onto the ground. And then I can fly. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. And here we go. Getting up to the roof. We're up at the roof, we're up at the roof. Yeah, we're on the roof of Patel. Okay. So being at the roof of Patel, I'm gonna fly a little higher. Now, here's what I can do. I can go to, I can go to my kits and I can find my solar hot water, place that one, and now boom, here we go. Now I can take it and, whoops, not you, you go away. You, no, not you, you stay over there. All right, take this, place it on the roof. Yep, place it on the roof, and go to so many solar hot water things. They're all over the place. I only want the one. So let me just do it again. There, grab it, place it on the roof of the building, and then, after I've placed it on the roof, then I go to the properties of it, and I make the scale, and make the scale at 0.09, no, let's see, it should be maybe 0.2, 0.2, and see what that does. Yeah, that's a little better. I can't really grab it again. There we go. Alright, so we can start to place objects, and then when you get out of edit mode, then the object looks more realistic, so that if you start to move around, you go to the building and you go, hey look, there's a solar panel on the Patel College, facing the wrong direction actually, and it's up there, it's a little small, yeah, on Mars. So there's USF campus when we build one on Mars. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching, and we'll check back in with you as we develop more.